Hey, what's up guys, Maniac here. So, it's a great day to be a Batman fan. I mean, I still like Superman, but for me, Batman's like my favorite comic book superhero. Most people would agree with my opinion. Today, Zack Snyder tweeted in an official look of Ben Affleck as Batman. What? Okay. Before I give out my opinions, I wanna quickly throw out this, because like I said in my Star Wars update review where I said that I would talk about Zack Snyder directing Justice League. For the most part, yeah, sure, why not? I mean, he's not a good storyteller, but he's a good visual effects and just style and everything guy, which I really like his movie sort of like that. I mean, like 300, or I haven't seen Watchmen yet, or Dawn of the Dead. Those are both really good movies, but not good story, because either one is either lame, or one is rushed, or one is just not developed and it's just there for action. But he's a good storyteller. I mean, that's why I like Man of Steel, because the visual effects, the style, and everything is really good. But the thing is, the only thing I'm really concerned about for Zack Snyder directing Justice League is either casting choices for the other superheroes. I mean, except for Flash and Arrow, or Green Arrow, because I think they're just gonna get the same guys who plays as those characters in the TV shows, like Flash and Arrow. But I'm mostly worried about like his casting choices and also story, because usually he's not a good storyteller. And hopefully he'll have some really, really good writers for Justice League. Hopefully. So, yeah, there's a bit of chance, but overall, I don't mind Zack Snyder directing Justice League. I think I'll be totally fine with it. So, yeah. And plus, I'm still excited for Batman vs. Superman, even though I've been complaining a lot in the other updates. But the thing is, the only thing he's messing up is just the cast choices. And I didn't think about this before. I mean, I was thinking, okay, cast is ruined, not going to see this movie. But here's the thing. For a film, it mostly has to depend on story, actors, characters, and just if this works as a film. So, I'm still excited for this movie. Don't get me wrong. In fact, finally, we got some good news for Batman vs. Superman. So, the official Ben Affleck verse. So, let's get to the Ben Affleck Batman. Now, like I said in the other review where I said about Ben Affleck, I mean, I'm still going half and half on Ben Affleck. I mean, he's an okay choice. Not like the guy who I really want to be a Batman, but just, you know, it's an okay choice. Like, I can see him being Bruce Wayne, but I just don't see him under the cowl and cape. But this picture kind of proved me wrong. This actually looks so awesome. And here's the picture. So, right, I mean, I just remember, like, I got on Facebook, and then, like, I was looking at, like, some of the pages, and when they show the official look, I'm just like, I mean, it was so awesome. I mean, that picture is just great. I mean, well, mostly just the Batsuit. The Batsuit looks fantastic. I mean, you know what it reminds me of? Maybe I should pull it up right here. Okay, so the Batsuit reminded me so much on the graphic novels, or Frank Miller's version of Batman in Dark Knight Returns, which I talked about this before. Dark Knight Returns is one of my favorite graphic novels, and, you know, I'll pull up a page here. Oh, wait. I'll pull up a page, for example. Like, to me, the Ben Affleck as Batman, he looks like this. Like, this is what he kind of remind me of, which I think it looks great. I mean, I don't know why they're doing some sort of Dark Knight Returns story thing on Batman on this one. I mean, since it's like a retelling of, well, not exactly a retelling, but just like a new version of Batman, because we don't really know much about Ben Affleck's Batman. We don't know if his origin story changed or not, or anything like that. But for the most part, I like the way how he looks. Like, he's so big, and I mean, recently I've been seeing like a lot of pictures on Ben Affleck today as he's pumped up and he's like ripped. like, he's so big. I'm just like, holy crap, he's about as big as, like, Mark Wahlberg. I mean, and at this point now, maybe I can see him as Batman. I mean, I'm still depending on it. Not a best casting choice, but so far with the suit, it looks great. I mean, holy crap. I mean, it looks so awesome. And also, the Batmobile. They didn't show a lot of the Batmobile, but I did see this one picture where, like, you get to see, like, the outside roof of the Batmobile, which I think it still looks really, really cool too. But although it kind of reminds me of a go-kart. No, not a go-kart. It just reminds me of some sort of race car. That's what it kind of looks like to me. Which I think it's kind of a little bit bad because that's like showing like if it was made from Hot Wheels or something like that. But it looks pretty okay. So, I mean, the Batmobile still looks just okay. But Ben Affleck's Batman suit looks amazing. A lot of people have been like, I've been complaining about like Batman having short ears. They're just ears. Come on. They're just freaking ears. I mean, that's like saying Godzilla's fat. Yeah, he's fat. Like all the Godzilla movies. Or that's like saying Spider-Man's too skinny. Even though he is skinny. And people say like, oh, Batman's ears too short. Even though his ears has been long before, like in the Batman Arkham games. But his ears been short before. Like the Dark Knight trilogy. Like, have you ever seen Batman's ears from the Dark Knight trilogy? They're not that like big. They're just like pretty small, which I don't mind Batman's ears being small. I don't mind. I think it looks great. And also, the Bat logo looks a lot like the Bat logo from the Dark Knight Returns Batman. I mean, it's like this big fat logo, which I think it works, and I really like that idea. Man, now I'm just wishing that Zack Snyder could just make a Dark Knight Returns movie, and that's what we're all just asking from, a Dark Knight Returns movie. I mean, sure, Batman vs. Superman, that still sounds like a cool idea, but just make a Dark Knight Returns movie. So that way you can have Superman to be in it. And you can still call it like Batman vs. Superman or something like that, or you can call it Dark Knight Returns, the Batman vs. Superman or something like that. But yeah, holy crap, it looks amazing. Guys, this Batman suit looks really, really great. I mean, that's the thing about Zack Snyder I really like. It's usually his visual style and the way how people look. Like, his characters look. Like, I love, like, when I first saw Superman's suit from Man of Steel, I thought it looks great. In the movie, it looks great. I mean, I really love, like, the S symbol, how it's changed. It looks really, really good. I like the cape and everything, and I like the idea that his red underwear thing is inside instead of the outside, which it's kind of weird. Even though I don't know why that's such a tradition for Superman, but I think it works without it. Batman just looks great. I mean, he does. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say, but Ben Affleck's Batman suit looks great. But I'm still depending on if Ben Affleck can hit the role for Batman. So yeah. All we need now is a first look of Wonder Woman and also Lex Luthor, because I'm still depending on both of them too. Like Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, I still can't see him as Lex Luthor. But if they can show like an official picture, I mean, Zack Snyder, this is what he needs to do. He needs to send more of these official looks. And so that way, either the audience would please either how they would look. Because it's not just the cast to complain about. It's not just the actors. It's the way how the characters would look and also their suit. I mean, this is something I should have learned. A couple more videos ago. It's not all about actor. It's all about the character and if the actor can fit for the character. Instead of just imagining it in our heads, this time, giving us official looks would really help. So, yeah. Overall, I love Batman's suit. I think it looks really great. I'm still excited for Batman vs. Superman. I mean, yeah, there's been a lot of complication with casting, but you know what? I'm fine with this Batman suit. I'm still excited for it. Man, I mean, Batman looks really awesome in this movie. So, yeah. So, my question is, what did you think of Batman's new suit for Batman vs. Superman? Comment it down below. Check out my other videos, they're really cool. Like to subscribe, like my page on Facebook. See ya.